So, I want to talk about a few things, but I'll sub-split it into a different video because it's on a different topic. This topic is about when I see people give their kids phones and tablets to shut them up. Now, I can't stress this enough that phones let out EMF waves that fuck your brain up. So when you give it to an infant and its brain is just developing for the first time in its life, you're killing your child's potential to be smart. Now, they can still be smart, but they're going to be stupid. They're going to be... How can I explain this to the general population? Their common sense will be stupid. They can learn whatever they need to learn, but they're going to be stupid. Now, I think I said this before in my last video. When EMF waves go into your head because you put a cell phone right up to your face or away from your face, it doesn't even have to be near your face. They pass through your body every day. It puts little microscopic holes in your brain, which leaks brain fluid. So, you slowly get dumber. Now, my friend on Facebook just posted this boat that they're building, and it's a connected boat. That's what it's called. It has all electronics on it. It has video games. To a gamer, this would be amazing. I used to be a gamer. If you're uneducated about EMF waves, then you're going to love this boat because you're going to think, oh my god, there's phones everywhere, there's like tablets everywhere, there's a pool, there's every electronic device you can think of. You don't ever have to communicate with people. So, back to the main point. I saw, when I was watching a show, because the only time I watch TV is on my computer, and I watch 2 TV shows, and that's it. I don't spend much time near television or near my computer. I saw a commercial, I believe it was a diaper commercial, where a mom was going to have sex with her husband, but her baby started crying. So to distract her baby, she gave it a tablet, and the baby was like a newborn. And it said, learning how to control your children. You can control once you learn how to control the first child, you've mastered controlling the second child. And it's like brainwashing you. It's telling you, give your kids these things and you have control over them. That's what the message is telling you in the commercial. Why do you think they call it tell-a-vision? Television. Tell-a-vision to someone. This is how you can control your kids. Give them a tablet. Maybe you could take care of them. Or, I don't know, hold them. Not do the things you love. Or do the things you love and do them with the child. Oh, wait, that's smart. My bad. Most of the population isn't smart, so I forgot. It's sad that the population is getting dumber. It really is. And instead of fixing it, we seem to keep building technological things, which is killing us more. You think it's advancing us, but really it's building up the rich people, slowly killing off the middle class, fastly killing off the poor, and making the higher kind of dumber. They have enough money to afford healthy food, which will fix the dumb, but that's up to the parents. If the parents give their kids healthy food, like ALA, which is an acid, which is really good for your brain, to fix your brain, which I take because it's healthy for you. You can find it in fish oils, like I said in the last video. And, like, I eat about 6 carrots a day to get a lot of beta-carotene. I also take spirulina, which is really good for you. I drink tea. I do healthy things because everything around me isn't healthy. And when I see stupid shit like a boat filled with only electronics, it's like cutting off your natural communication with human beings when you do that. It's horrible. We're already like that on buses when everyone's listening to music or texting or calling people. That's the worst, when you're on a bus and someone's talking to someone loud on a phone. No one is looking at each other. No one is talking to each other. It's bullshit. People should just talk to each other. We should be social again. Is that so hard to do? No, it isn't. I mean, I have a plant in my room. You want to know why? It's because plants give off oxygen. And if you don't know what oxygen does, which I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't, oxygen helps your brain. I do lots of things that help my brain. So when I try to tell these helpful things to other people, no one listens. Because they're so fucking dumbed down by the media and all these stupid ass commercials they watch on television all the time. Because once they work, they come home from work. They come home and watch Netflix all night, eat ice cream, eat junk food, or drink alcohol. That's what most of the middle class does. They pretty much, that's how they relax. They could smoke weed, it's their relaxing days. They relax. What I do is I work out. I work out when I work and when I'm not working. And I eat healthy when I'm working and when I'm not working. I read. I keep my brain working. I used to be fucking stupid. I used to be a gamer, and I would just play MapleStory all the time. And I was like this, with my head hunched over, yelling at other nerdy kids in a game. And guess where that got me in life? Nowhere. I wasted more than $1,000 on fake things in a fake game. And I wasted lots of my time and money that I could have been doing other things. And the point to this video is, technology is killing us. It's fun to use, and it's fun to use, but it's killing us. EMF waves from any electronic doesn't even have to be near you. It can be it can be close to you and the waves will still go. If you live in a suburban neighborhood, look at all the trees in your neighborhood. If all the trees are starting to die, it's not because of the sun. It's because of the EMF waves. The EMF waves kill plants, believe it or not. And if it's too sunny and it's not ever raining, if those trees aren't getting water, then they can't give off oxygen. We don't get oxygen from the trees. Our brains don't get enough oxygen. And the EMF waves kill us more than the oxygen we get. So the more electronics we get, the more greenery dies. Ever seen WALL-E? You notice how the world's destroyed and everyone in space is living in space and they're all fat and obese? It's happening. It's literally happening. It just hasn't happened yet. It's starting. I mean, really, I tell these things I make YouTube videos because I want some people to watch them. Because when I tell people in real life, well, just in general, when I tell people, they don't listen to me. No one listens because they're followers. Followers listen to what other people say. They listen to everything other people tell them to do. They don't have a mind of their own. They were told to do things by their parents a certain way, so they do that. They don't think by themselves. They're not able to. Yeah. Look at this. What do you think that is? That's lemon in warm water with borax and spirulina. You want to know what that does? It detoxifies your body and your brain. Yep. And it tastes delicious. Maybe green, but that's because the pills. They're fast dissolving, especially in water. So yeah, when you give electronics to children to ignore them, you're pretty much cutting off the connection you have with them at a young age. They're going to learn to manipulate you easier. They're going to learn to be more detached from humans more and more attached to electronics more. It's just sad to see this. I saw a little kid on the bus who was so happy. He was talking to everyone. He was actually shaking people's hands. He was like 4, and his dad was just texting, looking at his phone with his head down. I'm like, I'll adopt your kid right now. I don't have enough money to take care of him, but he'd be happier living with me because I'm a better person than you are. You're just fucking texting. That's all you're doing. Even when he got out of the bus and he walked off with his... he was still staring at his phone like a zombie. When I see people like that, I want to just smack the shit out of their phone and smack it in the air. But like, come back to reality. Come back to reality. Come on. Really? The world's just going to shit and no one cares. In my job today, we kind of had to tell what our future plans are. And I said, I wanted to get away from society. I wanted to live on an island and just not live near any of this and plant trees and plant plants and build a house on my own and not live with anyone. And most people would say, that's closed off, that's selfish. But you know what? It's not. It really isn't. Like I say all the time, you do what makes you happy. You were born in this world not to make people happy. You were born in this world to follow your dreams and to make yourself happy. It's not selfish at all. It isn't. It's been my dream since I was a little kid to own land. Ever since I was like 5. Pretty sure it was 5 or 6 to own land. I'm telling you, if you own a big island, it's going to be a lot harder for the government to evict you from that land. If you buy that land and you don't pay property taxes, how the fuck are they going to find you? You have 3 acres of island land, and they try to evict you from not paying property taxes. How are they going to do that? How are they going to find you in a forest? Yeah. The government owns you. It's a fact. They own your house. You pay the water bills to them. You pay your property taxes to them. You are never free in America. There are conspiracies about the phones dumbing down the people. I don't believe in that, but I know they dumb down the people, but I don't think they're doing it on purpose to dumb down the people. I just think maybe, I don't know, maybe they are. You can't overthink shit. You can't. It's just, when you have a solid plan and it's good, do it. Don't overthink it. Just When you have a plan, stick with it and do it. A life plan. A really wise girl once told me at a job that I did not keep because it was too stressful. If you don't have a plan, a life plan, by age 23, you don't have a plan at all. And at first I thought, well, it doesn't make any sense. But then as I got older, I started realizing what she meant. Because when you get into your 20s, you'll be in a phase of not knowing what you want to do. But since I was 5, I've known what I want to do. The idea has just become more refined and smarter and more planned out. A lot of people aren't born with dreams. They're born with going with the flow and living with everyone else. Get my point? Good. That's the end of this video. Goodbye. And research EMF waves, or EMW for electromagnetic waves, or EMF for electromagnetic fields. Just putting the phone up to your face can seriously damage. Yeah. When you go to bed, you should put your electronics in a drawer or something. And they sell EMF blockers online. They're expensive, but you can buy them. So, good advice. Take it. Don't be a skeptic. Listen to it. Just listen. Have an open mind. Research. Don't make assumptions. Listen. Research. Then make assumptions once you know what you're talking about and research it. So research.